Alright guys, massive new info for ARKNIGHTS ENDFIELD. As we're quickly approaching the end of our current 1.1 patch, it's now time to talk about what we can expect from the upcoming version 1.2 update. So in this video, I'll be going over the expected release date, the expected limited banners featuring 2 brand new 6-star characters, what we know about them so far, about their kits and gameplay, and we can also go over pretty much everything else we think will be added in the new version 1.2 update. And real quick, before we get into it, if you guys want to stay updated on everything Enfield, as we should start getting a lot more 1.2 news very soon, as we're about 2 weeks away, make sure to turn on the notifications so you don't miss out. And at the same time, to support the channel, feel free to like the video and subscribe, it'll help a lot. But alright, let's not waste any time and get right into it. Starting off with the release date, when is the exact release date of version 1.2? So version 1.2 will most likely release on April 17, 2026. This is exactly when phase 1 should begin. This is based on the end date for our current banners, the Wolf Pearl and Graffiti issue banner, which is the Rosie and her signature weapon. It says it concludes on April 17. So this will be the end of 1.1 on that date, and that timing is only about 2 weeks away, so everything lines up pretty well. So phase 1 of version 1.2 is expected on April 17, and then phase 2, if they keep the same banner schedule like they did in 1.1, should begin around May 4. Of course, this is still an estimate, and the official release date will likely be revealed during the upcoming 1.2 livestream. The format isn't really a livestream, it's more like a video they drop where they show everything on the way for the update with the new banners, new content, and pretty much everything else we can expect. So most importantly, the banners should be revealed very soon as we're approaching the end of 1.1, and I'll for sure update you guys as soon as that drops, so stay tuned. Now let's talk about the important part, the expected version 1.2 banners. It might be easier to guess this time around, as they've still dropped many new hints for upcoming characters, and as we saw in previous roadmaps, both Mifu and Zhang Fengyi are currently expected to be the new 6-star operators arriving in version 1.2. One key reason for these characters being very likely to release in 1.2 is that both Mifu and Zhang Fengyi are among the only known members of the Wolin cast who are not still yet playable. And there's also a teaser they dropped a while back with Tong Tong, the highlighted character, basically highlighting that she's the one coming out first. And then we have a bunch of silhouettes in the background here, and those silhouettes strongly match the outline of these 2 operators. We can see here we had Rosie in the mix, and then we have these 2, Mifu and Zhang Fengyi, in the background as well. So based on the latest information, here's how phase 1 and phase 2 are expected to look like with these characters. For phase 1, we're expecting to get the banner for Zhang Fengyi. Based on the current info, for her kit elements, she's expected to be a 6-star electric caster using a arts weapon, likely filling a main DPS role. That is everything we know about her kit so far. What's interesting enough is that even her early kit information actually surfaced quite a long time ago. Basically 1 month ago, I did a video covering her early kit information. We have news on a few parts of her attack combos, so if you want a deeper breakdown, I already made a full kit preview covering everything that came out on this character. But one thing to note is that it's not officially confirmed, and it's been such a while ago, it might have changed by now. But for early impressions on Zhang Fengyi, she seems like a very strong electric caster with the role of a main DPS. So we'll see the official direction they go for with this character once the livestream drops. But now moving on to phase 2, or the other character, Mifu, a highly anticipated character, mainly due to her design. She became really popular when she appeared in the 1.0 story quest, and she's also expected to be the second phase banner, to be the rate up 6-star in the second phase of 1.2. And for what we know regarding her kit, it states that she will release as a 6-star heat element caster character, also using a arts weapon. While nothing is officially confirmed yet, especially on the kit side of things, both characters appeared in the original teaser, showing multiple silhouettes, and based on the current info, this banner order is currently the most likely scenario for version 1.2, at least the release date for these characters are most likely. I'd like to know what you guys think of these characters design-wise. If we actually get them for 1.2, which character would you plan to pull forward the most? But now let's talk about what else we can expect to be dropping and added in version 1.2. We should definitely start seeing new character appearances, as generally they like to begin teasing future playable operators throughout the story, so we can for sure expect some brand new appearances in 1.2. And we have a character right here that we saw in another trailer here that is highly expected to come back in 1.2 and have a good role in it, and to possibly be one of the 1.3 banners that we can expect at a later date. So this character design is for sure one of the characters we can expect here to be a possible upcoming character in a future update, and at the same time this will also continue Enfield's current pattern of introducing new characters in the story and being involved in the new quest first, before eventually releasing them as playable units in later patches. Now of course, aside from the banner characters, I know that was the main topic of the video, but we can also expect brand new story and gameplay content with the new update. So version 1.2 will most likely continue the main storyline that we have so far, and early hints suggest we may be getting 2 new maps along with a new air outpost area. I believe this was also even teased in 1.1, and one of these maps appeared to feature a new fluid resource used to create new AIC products. So we'll be getting a bunch of new stuff added in 1.2, and during the 1.1 livestream a while back, we also briefly saw a unknown like yellow fluid moving through pipes into the reactor, which strongly hints at a new crafting or production mechanic arriving in version 1.2. If this ends up being correct, it could expand the base building or resource management system. I know a lot of players are a big fan of the factory progression in this game, so from the looks of it, they might expand on that even more. Now the last mention of the video is we have more quality of life changes on the way. If you guys remember, during the 1.1 trailer, they showed us a bunch of unconfirmed QOL changes and improvements that they were currently working on, and they were confirmed to be arriving in future patches rather than the 1.1 version update. So with that, version 1.2 is a really strong candidate for introducing at least some, if not most, of these new improvements that they showed us in 1.1 trailer. This could also include interface optimization, gameplay flow adjustments, and overall system improvements based on early player feedback since the launch. But yeah guys, so we talked about a lot of things coming out in 1.2. We have the release date expected around April 17. The phase 2 should begin on May 4th if scheduling stayed consistent, and we could expect our 2 usual 6-star banners, which will be Zhang Fangyi as a electric caster DPS and Mifu as a heat caster character, alongside a bunch of brand new stuff added in the brand new update, like main story, quality of life, 2 brand new areas, and new areas is really important as they'll give us a lot of new exploration rewards. So yeah guys, that is everything we currently know and expect from the upcoming version 1.2 update based on all the latest information and teasers that came out. As we get closer, a lot more things should get revealed very soon, and in the end, let me know down below, which character are you most excited for right now? Is it Zhang Fangyi or Mifu based on design and the character that we've seen in the story alone? If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated on everything ARKNIGHTS ENDFIELD, as always, make sure to like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on the notifications so you don't miss out on future updates. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.